Hi students, welcome back to All4 C Learning chemistry classes, and today we are going to start session 6 of mole concept. And in the two previous sessions we have discussed some numericals, and today also in this session we are going to discuss some more numericals based on mole concept. And get ready with pen and a notebook, students, and try to follow regularly every session, then only it will be easy for you. And today's first numerical in this session is, write down along with me, students. I am writing the question on the board. Write down: a student wants to wear 6 into 10 power 21 silver atoms. Write down, students, 6 into 10 power 21 silver atoms in the form of a ring. In the form of a ring, students, right? Write down. His silver, gold, copper alloy ring consists of 20% silver by mass. 20% silver by mass. Then the question is, what is the mass of ring what he wants to wear? I am repeating the question, students. A student wants to wear 6 into 10 power 21 silver atoms in the form of a ring, and that ring is made up of silver, gold and copper alloy. Alloy means mixture of here 3 metals, right? That ring consists of 20% of silver by mass. Then we have to calculate what is the mass of ring. That mass of that ring should possess 20% silver by mass, and at the same time the student should wear compulsory 6 into 10 power 21 silver atoms. Now, based on the data given in the question, I am going to solve this question. Right. First I will take this data: 20% silver by mass of ring. It means 100 grams of ring. 100 grams of ring should consist of 20 grams of silver. That is nothing but the meaning of this 20% of silver by mass. Right. But one more condition he kept here. The student wants to wear 6 into 10 power 21 silver atoms in his ring. So let me convert these atoms into mass based on the definition of gram atomic weight. Atomic weight of silver, I am writing here, students, 108 grams is the atomic weight of silver. It means you can write 108 grams of silver contains 6 into 10 power 23 atoms based on the definition of atomic weight, students. But this time the student wants to wear only 6 into 10 power 21 atoms. Then how much weight he should take? Then that is 6 into 10 power 21 divided by 6 into 10 power 23 into 108, and this becomes 10 power minus 2, so that weight should be 1.08 grams. It means that student should wear 1.08 grams of silver in his ring, right? Then what will be the mass of that ring? And he has given 100 grams of ring contains 20 grams of silver, but here the student need is only 1.08 grams. Then what will be the mass of ring, total mass of ring that he should wear is equal to 1.08 by 20 into 100, 10.8 by 2, that is 5.4 grams. This is the answer. Please note it down fast. So you please concentrate how I am solving the question, not on the answer. You should concentrate how the sir is solving this question. You please concentrate on that approach, students. From where I have started and from where I have ended with the solution, that is most important. Okay, students, let me go for the next question. Please note down along with me while I am writing on the board. Write down. A copper plate, symbol of copper, Cu. A copper plate of 20 centimeter into 10 centimeter is to be plated with silver. Write down, students. Is to be plated with silver of 1 mm thickness. 1 mm thickness on both sides. Write down, on both sides. Calculate the number of moles of silver needed. Calculate the number of moles of silver needed given density of silver is equal to 10.8 gram per centimeter cube. So this is the question given to us. Here in this question, the copper plate of this measurement, it is nothing but area 20 centimeter into 10 centimeter. That copper plate should be plated with silver to the thickness of 1 mm, to the thickness of 1 mm on both sides, on both sides. And for that, how many number of moles of silver is needed? That is the question exactly asked you to calculate, right? Let me calculate the volume of silver needed to plate, right? Let me calculate volume first of all. How you get volume? Area into thickness, 20 into 10. Thickness means 1 mm. These two are in centimeters, this is mm. You should convert that into mm. That is 10 power minus 1. And volume is equal to 20 into 10 power minus 1. That is 20 centimeter cube. 20 centimeter cube. Now I got the volume. At the same time, this is the density of silver given. I am writing that density is equal to 10.8 gram per centimeter cube. It means 1 centimeter cube weighs 10.8 grams. So that is the meaning of density. But how many such centimeter cube is here? 20 centimeter cube weighs how much? That is 20 into 10.8 grams. That is 216 grams. That is the total mass of silver needed for plating of copper plate on one side. So for both the sides, I am writing here, for both sides 2 into 216 grams. And now he is asking you to calculate moles but not mass of silver. We know atomic mass of silver is 108, nothing but 1 mole. So I am writing that data. 108 grams of silver is nothing but 1 mole. But here how much is needed for us? 2 into 216 grams mean how much? That is 2 into 216 divided by 108. That exactly you will get it as 4. So our answer is 4. 4 moles of silver is needed. This question is set for advanced paper in the form of integer type questions where the answer is an integer. So I have introduced one more numerical question in advanced paper, one more type of numerical where the answer is an integer. I think you have noted down, students. Please note down first. Okay, students, let us go for one more model. Please write down along with me. Write down, students. A sample of hydrogen gas. A sample of hydrogen gas is collected yet it is observed that write down, it contains hydrogen and deuterium in the atomic ratio 6000 is to 1. 6000 is to 1. Question is calculate the number of neutrons. Calculate the number of neutrons in 3 grams of such sample. 3 grams of such sample. Please write it down, finish off. I am explaining the question. A sample of hydrogen gas is collected and it is observed that collected sample contains 2 types of atoms, hydrogen and deuterium. Here hydrogen has 3 types of isotopes. Hydrogen 1,1, deuterium 1,2, third one is tritium 1,3. So as of now it is not needed for us, we have to confine these 2. Hydrogen and deuterium both contains 1 proton, 1 electron. But hydrogen does not contain any neutron, but deuterium contains A minus Z, that is 2 minus 1, 1 neutron. 1 neutron. Whereas atomic mass of hydrogen is 1 and atomic mass of deuterium is 2. So this is the data first we should have to solve this question. And in that sample what exactly he has observed is the atomic ratio of hydrogen deuterium is 6000:1. It means, see I am writing here, 6000 hydrogen atoms is in the combination with 1 deuterium atom. That is the meaning of that atomic ratio, students. Now I am going to multiply both sides with Avogadro number. Let me see what will happen. Write down, students. Avogadro number of atoms means nothing but atomic weight. The atomic weight of hydrogen is 1 gram. So instead of Na and this, I can write 1 gram. So similarly, I can write the data like this. 6000 grams of hydrogen is present along with this deuterium atom and Avogadro number. So Avogadro number of atoms weight is nothing but atomic weight of deuterium. What I have told you, 2 grams. That is 2 grams of deuterium. Now we got some data in the form of weights. So based on the data, one can write like this: 6000 grams of hydrogen is available on combination with just 2 grams of deuterium. Okay. Now, how much that sample weight he has given? 3 grams of such sample, right? So 3 grams of that sample contains how much weight of deuterium? First let me get the weight of deuterium, right? 3 by, note down students, 6000 into 2, this is 6 by 6000, 1 by 1000, that is 10 power minus 3 grams is the weight of deuterium. Is the weight of deuterium. Okay. Now, please let me go for the second step of this solution. Atomic weight of deuterium 2 grams. It means 2 grams of deuterium contains 6 into 10 power 23 deuterium atoms. Similarly, I have already told you 1 deuterium contains 1 neutron because A minus Z, 2 minus 1, 1. So number of neutrons is 6 into 10 power 23 neutrons. Right, I am directly writing now. 2 grams of deuterium contains, write down, 6 into 10 power 23 neutrons. But this time how much grams are there? 10 power minus 3, our answer. So final answer 10 power minus 3 by 2 into 6 into 10 power 23, that is 3 into 10 power 20. That is the final answer, students. So while observing the solution, I have considered only the weight of deuterium to calculate number of neutrons, but I did not consider the weight of hydrogen because hydrogen atom does not contain any neutrons. So this is the solution for this question. Okay, students, please let us go for next question. Write down along with me. I am changing the model. A mixture of oxygen and a gas Y, within the brackets he has given GMW is equal to 80. Write down. In the mole ratio, A is to B has a mean molar mass of 40. Now the question is, what would be the mean molar mass write down students, if the gases are mixed in the ratio B is to A, write down students, in the ratio B is to A under identical conditions. So this is the question based on mean molar mass concept of two different gases present in a mixture. What are the two gases present in the mixture? Oxygen and wine. In which molar ratio they have present? A is to B. And what is that mean molar mass? 40. Okay. Let me write the mean molar mass first. That is average molar mass. 40 average molar mass is equal to moles of oxygen are A. So A into, write down, 32 plus molar mass of oxygen is 32. Molar mass of Y has given 80. That mole ratio A is to B. So B into 80 divided by A plus B. So 40 is equal to 32A plus 80B by A plus B. Take this side. 40A 40B is equal to 32A plus 80B. Take 32A to this side, 8A, 40B to that side, 40B. 5 8s are 40. So finally we got relation A is equal to 5B. A is equal to 5B. Okay, that's what the relation we got between the moles A and B. Right. Okay, now what will be the mean molar mass if the gases are mixed in the ratio B is to A? So here I am writing A by B is equal to 5 by 1. Is it right? B by A is equal to 1 by 5. Implies you can write B is to A is equal to 1 is to 5. So now this time we have to take these two gases in the molar ratio 1 is to 5, and then we have to calculate the average or mean molar mass. Okay. Now average or mean molar mass. One more. 1 into 32 plus 5 into 80 divided by 1 plus 5. So this is 432. 432 by 6. 7 6 or 42. 12 2. So our final answer is 72. Please write down fast, students. Okay, let us go through the next numerical, students. I am changing the model again. Please write down. The formula of an acid HXO2. What is the formula of acid given? The mass of 0.024 0.024 mole of acid is 1.644 grams. That is the mass of the acid. 1.024 moles of acid he has given. Write down, students. What is GaW, atomic mass of X? That is the question. And he has given the mass of 0.024 mole of acid. According to the definition of molecular mass, the mass of 1 mole of acid is nothing but its molar mass. But he has given the mass of 0.024 moles. To get the molar mass of the acid, we have to calculate mass of 1 mole of acid. Let me write the given data first of all. Please write down. 0.024 mole of HXO2 weighs, according to the question data, 1.644 grams. Right? Now I am going to calculate the mass of 1 mole of this, nothing but the molar mass of HXO2. That's what we are calculating now. Right. 1 by 0.024 into 1.6444, that is 1644 divided by 24. Right, I am calculating. Observe it. 6 times 624. 620 is 120. 6 4s 24. 144. The first is 164. 164 minus 144. 20. 20. Again 4. 204. Again I can take 8 times. 8 24s. 8 20s are 160. 8 40s are 8 4s are 32. 192. And remaining thing is 12. That is 68.5. This is the way how to do the calculations. One should have that brain caliber to crack the national level competitive examinations. You please make your brain like that. Right. Now I got the molar mass as 68.5, and he has given the molecular formula. So from the molecular formula, how can we calculate molar mass, students? Yes, by adding respective atomic weights of all the atoms present, all the elements present in it. Hydrogen 1 plus element X, I don't know. Students, here I am calculating molar mass. 1 plus atomic weight of X, I have taken as X, plus 2 into oxygen atomic mass, that is 32. That should be equal to 68.5. What exactly we got here? Now X is equal to 68.5 minus 33, that is 35.5. We know that element is none other than chlorine. Okay, students? Okay, students? Let me go for the next numerical. Write down along with me. A virus is found to consist of uniform cylindrical, write down, students, uniform cylindrical particles, uniform cylindrical particles of 200 angstroms in diameter and 5,000 angstroms long and 5000 angstroms long. The specific volume of, write down students, the specific volume of virus is 0.75 centimeter cube per gram if the virus is considered, write down students, the virus is considered to be a single particle find its molar mass. Find its molar mass. Once again I am repeating the question, students, please finish off writing. A virus is found to consist of uniform cylindrical particles of 200 angstroms in diameter and 5000 angstroms long, and the specific volume of that virus is given as 0.75 centimeter cube per gram. And what he is considering, if the virus is considered to be a single particle, one particle, then find its molar mass. We know molar mass means mass of 6 into 10 power 23 particles. So, first of all, our target is we have to find out the mass of single particle of virus. Okay. But for virus, he has given the data. Diameter is 200 angstroms and length is 5000 angstroms, and it is in the shape cylindrical. So, first of all, we should know, and he has given specific volume. Oh, what is specific volume? A new term, very simple. Please just look at the unit given in the data, centimeter cube per gram. Reverse it, what you will get, students? Gram per centimeter cube. Nothing but the units of density. It means indirectly he has given density in the form of a specific volume. So, one can simply understand like this. Specific volume is nothing but the reciprocal of density. Now, I think you have the density now. By reversing that, you will get the density of virus. And he has given cylindrical shape. We know how to calculate the volume of cylinder. The formula I am giving, pi r square L from mathematics. Radius we have, half of the diameter. Length he has given. So, volume of one cylindrical particle of virus we can calculate. And from this data we can take density, and density is equal to mass by volume. Then we will get the mass of one particle of virus, and then we have to multiply that with Avogadro number to get the molar mass. Let me calculate volume first. Volume of virus particle, pi 22/7. Radius means half of the diameter. 100 angstroms. Angstrom means 10 power minus 8 centimeter. So, I am going to change it. 10 power minus 8 centimeter whole square. Length 5000, again angstrom means 10 power minus 8 centimeter. Let me calculate. 22/7. Write down, students. 100 into 10 power minus 8. 10 power minus 6. Whole square 10 power minus 12 into 5000. This is 10 cube. 10 cube into 10 power minus 8. 10 power minus 5. So, finally I can write 10 power minus 5 centimeter cube. So, final volume I am writing 22/7. Note down, students, into 5 into 10 power minus 17 centimeter cube. Don't do the calculation, keep it as it is. Now, density is nothing but 0.75, 1 by specific volume. 0.75 means, please note down students, 3 by 4, that is 0.75 specific volume. Density is reciprocal of that. So, density you can write it as 4 by 3 gram per centimeter cube. Now, we can calculate the mass of cylindrical virus particle. I am calculating here. Mass, simply I am writing m. So, mass of virus particle, one virus particle. Density is mass by volume. So, volume into density. Volume 22 by 7 into 5 into 10 power minus 17. Students, write down. Into 4 by 3, right? 22 by 7, simply 3.14. Simply you can strike off to get the closest answer, because this is countative examination. You will be given with options. The closest answer immediately you need, because time is countable. So, simply you can calculate this 5 into 4, 20 into 10 power minus 17 grams. This is mass of one single virus particle, but he is asking you to calculate its molar mass. Means again we have to multiply that with the Avogadro number. So, molar mass of virus capital M is equal to 20 into 10 power minus 17 into 6 into 10 power 23. 120 into 10 power 6. That is 1.2 into 10 power 8. 1.2 into 10 power 8. So, that will be the final answer. Okay, students, let us go through the next numerical. See, write down the vapor density, VD I am writing, that is vapor density of a mixture containing NO2 and N2O4 is, write down students, 27.6. Calculate the mole fraction. Calculate the mole fraction of NO2 in the mixture. That is the question, students. He has given vapor density of a gas mixture which contains two gases, NO2 and N2O4. Okay, let us calculate their molar masses first of all. 14 plus 32, 46 grams. Note it down. 28 plus 14 is 28, 4 16 64, that is 92 grams. These are the molar masses of NO2 and N2O4. And vapor density has given. We know the relation. GMW is equal to 2 into vapor density for a gas. A single gas is there. But here it is mixture of two gases. So, in such case you will get mean molar mass or average molar mass. I am writing here, that is 2 into vapor density. So, 2 into 27.6, that is 55.2 as mean molar mass of the given mixture. We know how to calculate the mean molar mass, average of both the molar masses in the ratio, mole ratio. Okay. Let me take x moles of this, and it becomes 1 minus x, 1 minus x. Let me go for average, right? Total 1 mole I have taken, because molar mass is nothing but 1 mole, right? So that's why total moles of this mixture for both the gases, 1 mole I have considered. Out of that, if NO2 is x mole, automatically N2O4 will be 1 minus x moles. Then I will do the calculation for average molar mass. How we will get average molar mass? 55.2 is equal to x into molar mass of NO2, 46x, plus 1 minus x into molar mass of this N2, x plus 1 minus x, that is 1. See, otherwise you write, no problem if you not understand. 1, right? Then you can calculate for the value of x is equal to 46x plus 92 minus 92x. If you take 46 minus 92 minus 46, take this to this side. So 46x is equal to, take 55.2 to this side. 55.2, 44.8, that is 92 minus 55.2. 92 minus 55. How much? I will do the calculation. 92, 55.2, 0.8, 6, that is 36.8. So x is equal to 36.8 by 46. I think it is 8 times. 8 40s are 320, 8 6 are 48. So 368. Okay. Yes. So x is equal to 0.8. So mole fraction, you got it as x, because out of 1 mole, x moles is that. So directly you will get mole fraction as 0.8. Suppose if the question is asked for mole percent into 100, so that is 80%. So mole percent and mole fraction, both are same only, that is multiplied by 100. Okay, students, let us go through the next numerical. Write down along with me. 1120 ml of a mixture of oxygen and ozone, O2 oxygen and O3 ozone. Write down, students. At STP weighs 1.76 grams. Calculate the mole percent of oxygen in the sample. Mole percent of oxygen in the sample. See, he has given mixture of two gases, oxygen and ozone, where the molar masses are 32 grams for oxygen and 48 grams for ozone. 48 grams for ozone. And now he has given volume of that mixture as 1120 ml, that exactly weighs 1.76 grams at STP. So he has given the data at STP. So this question is based on gram molar volume concept. Okay, let me write. I am writing this. 1120 ml of mixture weighs 1.76 grams at STP, no doubt. What is the STP value? 22,400 ml. Then what will be the corresponding mass? If it is a single gas, the corresponding mass is molar mass of that gas. Here it is mixture of two gases. So the corresponding mass you will get here is average molar mass of the gas mixture again. Now, what you will get here? Average molar mass of MW of mixture. Yeah, I can do the calculation here. 22,400 by 1120 into 1.76 in 20 times. So 17.6 into 2. So 35.2 you will get the average molar mass. Again, from this step onwards, what we did in the previous question, the same approach, but in the previous question he has asked for mole fraction, but now he is asking for mole percent. That is the only difference. Okay, let me calculate. Here I am doing the calculation. Students, please note it down. Average molar mass 35.2. Take it as total as 1 mole because molar mass is 1 mole. If it is X, it becomes 1 minus X because he is asking for oxygen. Okay. X into molar mass of oxygen 32 plus 1 minus X into molar mass of ozone, that is 48 divided by X plus 1 minus X plus. Again you can do the calculation. 35.2 is equal to 32 plus 48 minus 48X. 32X here, sorry, 32X, please correct it down, 32X, right. So 32X minus 48X minus 16X, take to this side, 16X, bring 35.2 that side, 48 minus 35.2, so forget about 2, 48 minus 35, 30, fine, 12.8, so X is equal to 12.8 by 16. I think again exactly it is 0.8, 8 16s, 8 10s 80, 8 6 48, 128, that is 12.8. So no doubt again you will get 0.8. So percent X, that is mole percent, is equal to 80 multiplied by 100. See the students, this question and the previous question, answer is same, data is different. That is asked for mole fraction, here he is asked for mole percent. That question is based on vapor density data. This question is based on volume at STP and weight of that volume at STP. So how the questions are going to be framed, but one should be in a position to evaluate in the proper way. So with this numerical, I am going to conclude this session, students. In the next session, that is I am going to introduce one or two numericals based on same that mole concept, and then we have to go for the next area of stoichiometry, that is laws of chemical combination, how the chemicals are going to react with each other and what are the conditions and what are the different principles involved in that, and those things we are going to learn in the next session along with 2 or 3 numericals. Okay, students.